What up, it's your boy Naftastic, and we are into the Carling Cup, the Capital One Cup fourth round. We've got Everton, which is actually a pretty tricky tie, but the way we're going at the moment, I'm feeling pretty confident. I mean, we've not won we've not lost in a ton of games. The performances aren't completely dominating, but that doesn't matter when you're not losing and pretty much when you're winning most of your games. So I'm feeling pretty good going into this one. Raphael's now a British citizen, which means renewing his contract, etc., will be much easier because he no longer has to worry about number of caps. All the clauses and conditions that people, or rather non-European Union members, need to meet in order to get a work permit. So that's good. Just looking at that, look, Arsenal are out. Arsenal are out of the Capital One Cup already. Could it be another season where Wenger does nothing? Obviously, Fabio is now a British citizen too because he is obviously Raphael's twin. If you didn't know that, well, where have you been? Early stages of the FA Cup, but yeah, here we go. Everton, Capital One Cup, fourth round. I think I'll put in a few changes, nothing too drastic. Obviously, I want to get a win here, so I'm going to put a big, strong team out there. And here we go. I'm looking for a nice, strong start. But it looks like Everton have the lion's share of the possession right now. It's not ideal. They're on their nicely dealt with. I have to say I've been quite impressed with my defending because a lot of the games we've actually not had the most possession, but we are keeping goals out. And there you go, that's the first goal. United are 1-0 up, and it's a Wilfried Zaha special. Giggsy, he had a 24-minute cameo, but he now has to go off. Is that... Oh, okay. De Gea is proving his worth once again. Look at that, we're getting actually annihilated at the moment. I'll just put it to counter just for the time being, just so we can deal with this bout of pressure. See if we can get them on the break. And there you go, there's a second. Fantastic. That's Zaha with his second goal. Guy's flying. Absolutely flying. Given the chance, he's grabbing it with both hands. Oh, and the goal back there. It was coming, to be fair. Everton do deserve a goal. They've been piling the pressure on. And we have been actually pretty poor in terms of dealing with it. But we're going to half-time with the lead. That's all you want. It does, at the end of the day, the only statistic and the only thing that matters is the result. And if we are clinical and if we continue to defend the way we have been, then I'm pretty happy to give up possession. Although oh no. Yeah. What you see there is classic commentators' curse. Absolutely ridiculous. Come on, lad, sort it out. Let's see what we can do. Let's put it into control, see if that helps us out. We've got a player off injured at the minute. It's not good. Come on, let's get that ball back. That was close. I think I might need to make a few changes. 25-ish minutes left. Change the formation a bit. I'm going to play a bit more defensive, put a holding midfielder in there. See if that helps break it down. I think Phil Jones could, really dominate the area the way he did against Arsenal just the other day. Let's see if it makes a difference. It should do, because we have more players protecting that back line. But let's see. I mean, the possession is still with him. But there you go. A bit lucky because of bounce off the wall, but we get the goal. And similarly, Everton were unlucky there. But see, it seems like Lady Luck is smiling down on us at the minute. Really need to start that possession, but it doesn't matter. we've won the game through to the next round. Everton will be downhearted. Look at that. We only had 40% possession. That is ridiculous. We've got to, we've got to play them again next anyway, so they'll be looking for instant revenge, I'm sure. But I think they played a pretty strong team, so I'm not sure how they're gonna cope with that, because obviously I made a few changes, whereas they don't really have that same level of squad depth. One, I don't know, I might have to play Zaha. He's a bit of form, but I gotta be honest, it's looking slim chances for him to make that game. A few days away, probably just bring Van Persie back in, see if Everton can handle that shift. Just looking at some of the training, I mean, it's always good to see more people in the impressive category than the underperforming. Chelsea, it looks like Chelsea are the strong team at the minute. The only team that really blew me away. And let's see who we got next round. Aston Villa. This is a decent draw for me, I think. I'm quite happy with that. Only real team that concerns me, well, a couple of teams, Newcastle, Liverpool. But let's see what happens. A little pre-match press conference here. It's a bit of an awkward one considering we just played each other 3 days ago. These are the things. I'm getting sick and tired of the weakest link up question. I feel like one day I just should go ridiculous and just say if I'm playing Barcelona, weakest link, Lionel Messi. And take your stupid question and get lost. Oh, I can imagine if I had to do press conferences in real life, I'd have a really short straw. Probably not, I'm just getting a bit carried away with it. Well, so, let's click through and here we go, got the early kickoff. So we'll get to see how the others do as the game goes on. And let's see what happens. Yeah, they haven't made drastic changes. Obviously Lukaku is major worry. Guy has all the attributes to concern my defense. Strength, height, power, even pace, touch. You know, guy is a top striker. Let's see if we can contain him and even get on the charge ourselves. Oof. This looks already a bit better. Oh no. That was a scary one for a minute there. There you go, 1-0. Just what the doctor ordered. Van Persie, 9 minutes in. Immediately vindicates me for my decision to drop Zaha. Oh dear. Bloody hell. From the edge of the box as well. It looked like it was straight at De Gea, but he must have had, I don't know, power, pace. I don't know. Must have been a reason. Oh! Must have been a reason why he didn't save it. His corners are adding up right now. Looking much closer than the actual Capital One Cup game. Even though Everton are still getting great chances, we seem to be a bit more in it in terms of possession. Let's get that. Let's get a sub on. Yeah. See if it makes a difference. There's not much in the way of highlights, but I'm liking the fact that most of my team's looking motivated. Can't just get that dry wrong. It's 22 minutes left now. It's ticking away. Come on, let's get a result, lads. Ooh. I think that was going wide, but it was a good save either way. Make one more substitute. Let's see if Ashley Young can earn that place back. If he could put a special performance in here, I'd reconsider settling him in January, but at the moment he's looking like he's going to be leaving. Come on. We haven't created anything in this half. It's been a pretty poor half from us. Everton do deserve something on this game. I mean, I wouldn't even begrudge them if they snuck the win. Let's see, the tactical change is taking a while. Probably because it's right at the end of the game. Oh, have we got time to sneak one here? I don't think so. Does not. Come on. Oh, hold on. Nah. 1-1. I think we're quite fortunate to get that draw, if I'm honest. Proper terrible performance in the second half. That possession, I don't even think we saw the ball in that. That was a poor half. I shouldn't be really that downhearted because we keep our unbeaten run going. But the longer this continues, the more concerned I'll get. I mean, in Europe we're doing alright. But especially at home, possession's not great. Performances look a bit iffy, but we're getting results. So they say if it ain't broke, don't fix it. But I can just see that once we get that slight bit less clinical with our chances, we could go on a real barren spell. So I need to try and figure out how I can sort of evolve our game, especially because the board's expectations is sort of an attacking possession-based game, and I'm hitting the youth one, but that one really I'm not hitting at the moment. It's more of a defensive sort of setup I've got working for me now. So it looks like Spurs is struggling, and a bit surprised at that. They've had a sort of mixed start to the season. Got Leon next. I think they'll put a decent performance in. Ferdinand's demanding more from each of my players in the club. Obviously has too much time on his hands. I mean, I like the fact that he's still keen on the club and still interested, but calling out every single player like pretty much on a game by game basis is not going to do anyone any favours. But let's see if it can light a fire under Yanni's Barry. I still haven't figured out why the actual display is still having that black box around like some of the logos and some of the players' names, and maybe if I could find a face pack well, not even a face pack, like a logo pack and stuff, that'll sort it out. But it's quite frustrating. I mean, it doesn't bother you that much, but it's a bit weird. Oh god, even from the kickoff, Leon is right on the attack. Got corner straight away, but we deal with it. Good defending. Good defending. This is much better. Look at that. Look at that possession bar. That's much more I want to see. And there you go. What a finish. What a top goal that is. You know, can't ask for much more than that. It's from the former Lyon player himself. Oh, there's a second. Fabulous stuff. Look at that. Why can't we play like this during the Premiership? Putting these performances in Europe, which is great. I mean, don't get me wrong. Seems like we can't have the attack and defend working together. Seems like when the defending's working perfectly, the attack struggling, or not struggling, but not taking a ton of chances, or making enough chances rather. And when the attack's really blossoming, defence is letting its guard down just that slight bit. I mean, it's not massive, it's only one goal conceded, but you know, we want clean sheets and we want to add those clean sheets up. It looks like nice controlled second half so far. So 75 minutes in, nothing really in the way of a highlight, which is a decent thing considering we have a lead. Well, bring on the guy that Ferdinand called out, let him prove him wrong with the work of the pitch. It's 9 minutes to go. Let's sort of just see this game out now. I'd be happy just to say bye-bye to get that 3 points. Oh, hold on. Oof. But yeah, that was close. Hold on, free kick here. Let's get another goal. No. Ooh. No, this is nice. We're keeping it down their end. keep that pressure on, and we should have won this game. Doesn't want to go out. There you go. So we keep that unbeaten run going. As fantastic stuff from us. We're top of the group, and long may it continue. Got a couple more tricky games coming up. Away fixture next, but let the good times roll. We can't be stopped right now. But I think we're gonna end that episode here, and I will see you guys next time. Bye bye now.